Hello to all of you beautiful, cute, lovable, and sympathetic listeners of our channel. I wonder where you are listening today, on the bus, in the bedroom, or lying down hugging your pillow. Daydreaming? No matter where you are, just hearing my voice is like fate has come. By the way, before I get into it, let me ask you a question. Have you clicked like, subscribe, and turned on that cute little bell? Don't let me tell you a story that transcends time and emotions. But in the end, no one subscribes to listen to it. It's so sad. Today I bring you a story that, to be honest, gives you goosebumps wherever you tell it. A story that has both tears and smiles. It makes us think about life and reminds us to cherish the loved ones around us. And especially, I would like to confirm to everyone, this is a true story. I am just the storyteller. Let me tell you again in the most honest, emotional way, and a little bit long-winded. But long-winded in a cute way, not a long-winded way. Because I believe a touching story, but not telling all the twists and turns, loses all its soul. Okay. If I say more, people will probably think I'm wasting time. But to be honest, if I don't say a few more sentences, YouTube will think I'm a robot and will stop suggesting, which is very sad. So, once again, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please give me a little push. If you have subscribed, please love me even more. Consider it a spiritual hug. Okay. My dear listeners, prepare your pillows, prepare your hearts, because the following story, I swear, is beautiful, painful, and memorable. A story in which the father has sacrificed more than you think. Come on, let's get started. In the ancient Italian city of Verona, where the cobblestone streets are stained with time, where the yellow-walled houses are covered with bright red geraniums in their windows, there is a man named Elias Romano who lives with his little daughter, Amelia. The father and daughter rent a small room on the third floor of an old apartment building on the edge of the city. The room is so small that there is just enough room for a bed, a wooden dining table, and a cupboard that Elias always locks, in which he keeps the thing that is his lifeline, a silver necklace that belonged to his late wife. Every night, Elias sits on the windowsill, watches the yellow light fall on the Adage River, and gently strokes the silver necklace his wife left him. He whispers, "Lucia, I will take care of Amelia as you wish." Oh. But he does not know that, to protect his daughter, one day he will have to trade that most sacred thing. Elias works as a shoe repairer in a small shop on the corner of Via Mazzini, the busiest pedestrian street in the city. Amelia, 9 years old, is a smart girl, loves dolls, likes to draw, and always smiles like the spring sunshine. Every morning, Elias takes Amelia across the Ponte Pietra, the oldest stone bridge in Verona, facing the blue sky and the sound of doves flapping their wings. Amelia skips. "Daddy, when will you buy me a new set of colors?" Elias smiles gently. when I can repair a few more pairs of shoes. Little princess, that simple but beautiful life lasted until one rainy winter afternoon. As Elias was hammering the last nail into the customer's shoe, it suddenly started to rain heavily. The wind blew fiercely, carrying with it gusts of icy water. He closed the shop early and hurried to pick up Amelia from art class. But when he got there, the school gate was closed, and the teacher ran up, panicking. "Elias, I thought you were here." Amelia was just dragged away by a strange man. "We've called the police." The world suddenly went dark before his eyes. Elias shouted, "What? Where is the girl?" "Oh." Witnesses recounted. The man in the black hat, his face covered by a scarf, carried Amelia and ran towards the abandoned house near the riverbank. Without a moment's hesitation, Elias rushed out like a madman. Inside the riverside building, the kidnapper, named Borelli, locked Amelia in a cold, dark room. Amelia trembled. "Uncle, let me go. I want to go back to my father." Borelli smiled faintly. "Don't worry. My father will come. And I just need one thing. Then we will be reunited." He took out from his pocket a replica of the silver bracelet that Elias always wore. "Does your father have this? I just need it. Be good and don't cry. Then your father will be safe. I work." Amelia looked at the bracelet. It was the item her father always kept as a treasure. She sobbed, "Uncle, don't take it. It belongs to my mother." Outside, the rain was so heavy that it seemed like the whole city was covered in cold gray. Elias ran to the abandoned building as the people had instructed. Standing in front of the rotten wooden door, Elias banged loudly. "Give me the baby, Amelia." "I'm here." Borelli's voice echoed, full of mockery. "Calm down, Elias. I don't need money. I just need the something in that little cabinet you always lock." Elias's spine shivered. He knew. He knew about Lucia's silver bracelet. Borelli continued, "Bring it here. Otherwise, I'll let the girl drown in the water. The rain is getting heavier." 2. Elias froze. Elias walked home in the rain. His hands trembled as he opened the wooden cabinet. Lucia's silver bracelet lay there, glittering in the dim yellow light. It was the only keepsake of his wife. The only thing he had left of the woman who had loved him with all her life. Elias pursed his lips, tears falling. "Lucia, if you were alive, what would you tell me to do? I have to save our child, right?" He held the bracelet in his hand, squeezing it so hard that his skin bled, and rushed out into the endless rain. Elias rushed into the building, shouting, "I brought it! Give me back my child!" Borelli stepped out. his eyes shining like a predator. "Give it to me." Elias held up the silver bracelet. "Give Amelia back first." When dazed, he sneered. "You have no right to set conditions." He pulled Amelia out, placing her on the edge of the old railing. Below was the Adigi River, swirling violently because of the rain. Just one push, and he would lose her forever. Amelia burst into tears. "Dad, I'm scared." Elias shed tears. "Don't worry. Dad is here. He doesn't too, Mare." Borelli held out his hand. "Give me the bracelet." "Oh." Having no choice, Elias placed the bracelet in his hand. At that moment, all the past, love, memories between him and Lucia, were taken away. But in return, Amelia was pushed towards him. He hugged his daughter tightly, trembling as if he was about to collapse. "It's okay. Dad is here." The police rushed in and arrested Borelli immediately. Elias hugged Amelia and ran out of the building. The father and son stood in the cold rain. The wind was blowing, but Elias's heart was hotter than ever. Amelia sobbed. "Daddy. Mom's bracelet." Elias put his hand on her chest and whispered, "It's okay. The souvenir can be lost. But you are the gift Mom left for Dad." Amelia hugged her father tightly. The whole city of Verona seemed to be immersed in the sound of rain. But for Elias, that moment was the warmest silence of his life. Borelli was arrested. Amelia was safe. But the silver bracelet, the soul of his wife, was forever gone from Elias. The day was sunny. Father and daughter sat by the river. Amelia whispered, "Dad, will Mom be sad?" Elias looked at the sun shining on the golden water. "Mom will be happy, because Dad still has the most precious thing of her." "Is Unreet?" "What?" Elias gently pinched his son's nose. "It is you. Iskivli." Amelia laughed in the early morning sun. As for Elias, his eyes were red. An ending that was both happy and heartbreaking. But that is life, where fathers are always willing to trade their hearts for their children to live. Dear friends, after listening to this story, Tien just wants to send a gentle message. In life, we are often so busy chasing after work, money, and worries that we forget to look back at the people who are always silently standing behind us. There are sacrifices that cannot be expressed in words. There is love that cannot be boasted about, not made loud, but is so deep that people are willing to give up everything just to protect the person they love. The father in the story lost the most precious thing in his life. But he still smiled, because he kept something more precious, his daughter. And perhaps, Each of us has someone like that. Someone who always stands behind, silently worrying, silently loving, silently sacrificing. If this story touches your heart, take a few seconds to think about that person. And if possible, don't hesitate to say a simple sentence. Thank you for always being there. A good. Because love, while it is still possible to express, is the most beautiful gift we can give to each other. Thank you everyone for listening. If you liked the story, please leave a like, a comment, and subscribe to the channel to support us to have more motivation to tell more meaningful stories. Wishing you a peaceful evening. See you in the next stories.